Welcome to February 2022. Here's our market report. One of the things I noticed here, we're going to look at sold listings first. So over the last 3-year chunk, if we look at downs, right, like how many, here's our high, we have 1, 2, 3 down. Here's our high, we have 1 down. Here's our high, we have 1, 2 down. Here's a high, we have 2 down. All right, so we don't have a lot of down slopes without the sold listings coming back up. Here, 8 in a row went down last year. We have this tiny little blip up. That tiny little blip up is supposed to be this size, right? We're supposed to be quite a bit larger, but instead we're just barely coming up. So we've got Pikes Peak, and then we've got the Colorado Plains. So our sold listing volume is way down, right? Down 22% over last year, down 20% month over month. 137 total single family houses sold in February. That's not enough, right? It's a very few. Look at these prices. The corresponding action, right, is we don't have enough volume, we don't have new listings, we don't have sold listings, so everything that's getting sold, look at that price line. And this is a dramatic change, right? That's up $625 as a median sale price, and then our average $673, right? I chuckle because I don't want to cry on camera. But look at that steady incline on average sales price. So that's what our market's doing. It's not different than every one of these months that you guys have watched. They say the same thing, right? We don't have enough homes that are being sold, so our price is continually pushed up. I'm going to talk about that a little bit at the end here. So if you have bandwidth, stick around. Let's look at the high and low real quick. All right. So here is the low house in Fort Collins in February, 1120 Bearwick, beautiful little house. I've sold a lot in this neighborhood. I love it. Over at Water Glen, 3 beds, 2 baths, 1,100 square feet at 407. That was our low in February for single family move-in houses. Here's our high in February. Eagle Ranch Estates, South Fort Collins, cute little figure-8 neighborhood down there. 1.75 million, 5 beds, 6 baths with 7,000 square feet. So that's a beautiful home. All right, so real quick about this, I'm feeling kind of some angst or maybe some anger in the marketplace about these prices that are going up. And I recognize, yes, there are a lot of factors causing it. I hear things like people being allowed to use their houses as short-term rentals is causing prices to go up. Possibly, but what if all of Fort Collins was allowed to use their house as a short-term rental? So every time Leonard Smith goes out of town on vacation, he can rent his house out, cover his housing costs while he's away and come back. Well, Leonard's only going to do that 2 to 4 weeks out of the year. And if 77,000 houses can do it, well, they're not going to be able to charge $300 a night anymore. But we've restricted so much how many people in Fort Collins are allowed to use their house that way that these few houses are now worth a ton more. The nightly rent is worth more. Those houses are worth more because you can run them as a business. And so everything we do policy-wide has multiple implications, right? So as soon as we say we're going to keep all this open space over here at Hughes Stadium and not allow people to build houses in it, well, now there's fewer houses. So we're back in this crunch, right? We're right back here where we don't have enough new listings, so that price gets pushed up. Let's say we have 10,000 square foot lot. You can build a 6,000 square foot house on it. Well, that's a lot bigger than most people need, but you can't build 3,000 square foot lots on it and house another family, right? So there's one less housing unit. So again, one less housing unit, the cost goes back up. Let's say we are going to restrict water that flows through Fort Collins out to Severance, or through Larimer County out to Severance. So now Severance can't build a new house. So again, fewer new houses are available because we've made some decisions here that keep those houses from getting water, so now nobody can live in them. So our price goes up. So everything we do that restricts how many houses that we bring on the market, we might do those things because we want the quality of life that comes along with that slower growth or that no growth policy. But the corresponding implication is everything's more expensive. So it's a frustrating balance always. I think if we continue to look for one cause to the problem, we're probably not doing it right. There's a lot of causes to this problem. Saying that this person's gouging or that person should do something different. I think those are also the wrong ways to look at it. What can we do? What can I do? Well, I can allow my neighbor to build a house if they want to, or I can allow CSU to build housing instead of restricting them and taking that over as open space, or I can allow water pipes to go through Fort Collins so that Severance can build. Like, if we allow people to do things instead of control them and not let them do things, That I think those are the right solutions we should be looking for to try to get this to stop going up at this kind of a level, right? We don't want to keep seeing this. It's going to be uncomfortable for all of us. So to get that back down is going to take a whole bunch of decisions and a whole bunch of people kind of letting things happen more than we've been willing to in the recent past. If you want to see a house at the top or bottom of the market or have more of this conversation, reach out. We'll take care of it.